Oops. I drifted up a little bit. I kind of... Oh, no, there's an ad break coming. Now, it should have already done the ad break. Just do it. What's wrong with you? Oh, whatever. Whatever, I'm not gonna just sit here and do nothing for another 3 minutes. Hello. Why is my camera... You know what? It's on this arm, and I swear it's... Hold on. The arm is loose, I think. But it's really hard to get my hand in there. Because it's like right up against the wall. Yeah, okay. I think I've tightened it. But it slides down over time. It slides back down again. Hello, it's me. Oh, it's hot today, which is great. I love it when it's hot. So I went out. I've been out in the hot. But now I'm all like messy and scruffy. I guess that's kind of my vibe anyway. So whatever. Anyway, hello. I'm here. I got an email back when I was playing Danganronpa 2 from the developers of this game, malViolence, which I had never heard of, but they asked me very nicely to try it. They didn't ask me to stream it, but I'm gonna stream it anyway. They just asked me to try it, and if I liked it, to leave a review. Well, I guess they didn't even say if I liked it. They just said, please leave a review if you play it. Which I will do. I don't very often leave reviews on Steam, but since they asked nicely. I noticed this game on Steam, it says, what does it say? Let me check, I don't remember what it says. It says, profile features limited, that's what it says. Which apparently means that, like, not enough people have played it for Steam to, like, allow the achievements to show up on your profile, but it looks good. Like, it doesn't look like it's a shovelware type thing, you know? It looks decent. Anyway, let's launch it. I already went in to do the setup, so it should be good. Here we go. So all I've seen is the title screen and the options menu, which look good to me. I feel like I'm drowning in my own hair. So yeah, I haven't, if I hit load, yeah, there's nothing. I don't know why I feel the need to prove that I haven't played it. You guys know I don't lies. There's no point in liesing, you'd all know, because I'm so bad at it. Is my microphone too loud? It looks like it's too loud. Looks like it's going in the red. Too much. Alright. So let me know if the volume's bad. But I think it's probably fine. Because this game doesn't seem too loud, but we'll see. Sometimes it's hard to tell, because like there's a volume option there. Oh, I guess we're just straight into it. Yes?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, wake the hell up!
I'm awake! Oh, gah! I got an achievement. What the... Huh? Where are you? Some sort of cell? But everything's so woozy, so you can't... No. What were you doing before you got here? You wanted a bonus and your boss told you to go here and get info. So you did, and then something hit your back. And why am I... I'm assuming these are my thoughts. Why am I referring to myself as you? I never do that in my head. Do some people do that? When you think about yourself, do you talk like it's the third person? Because I don't. I think in the first person. You.
Oh dear. Looks like the anesthesia hasn't worn off, has it? Must have given them the wrong dose of ketamine.
Hey, that wasn't in the subtitle. Hey, you going off script in there? Oh no, there it is. Never mind. All right, I take it back. I'm sorry.
Just give it a couple more minutes. Soon you'll be right as rain.
Where's that voice coming from? It's giving you a migraine. Oh, over there. That monitor in the corner. You'll just push yourself up and make your way over to it. It's so I can't get over the use of you. It's really, I don't know, it's weird. What? There's no volume button on the front panel. Maybe it's to the side or...
Too bad, lab rat. You won't find any volume buttons here.
Lab rat? What's with that?
You're awfully confused by all this, aren't you? Well then, allow me to introduce myself. Some call me a simple sidekick, others call me the disciple of danger. But if you ask me, I prefer... the Great Caution, Emperor of malViolence!
Okay, so it's pronounced caution. I was wondering about that.
Or caution for your convenience.
Because I read that and I would have pronounced that caution. Oh, you can't see my pointer. I'm looping my pointer around the word caution right there. Seriously? A kid? You got locked up by a kid? Doesn't sound like a kid.
Oh, lab rat, that look on your face is priceless! I want to take a commemorative photo and tack it to my bedroom wall.
Okay. Please don't. Everyone tells you that you have a resting bitch face. What? Now it's confusing. Now it's confusing because now am I talking about them or me? And now I'm confused.
Sadly, my camera isn't with me right now, so you'll have to make do with me telling you why you're here. That's another thing you're wondering about, isn't it? Why are you here?
You think?
All right then, let's make this quick.
I think? Who thinks?
You want something from me. That's why you came here, right? Your boss told you to come here and get something. But I can't let that happen. No siree. So I'm gonna have fun with you instead. I'll learn what you're after and you won't be bored.
Okay.
Great deal, right?
No. No, it's not.
You're a funny one, lab rat. I like you already.
Okay. Okay.
So much so that I'd let you keep your gun. Feel free to shoot my screen anytime. I promise I won't care.
Okay. The delayed subtitles are throwing me a little bit for a loop. The temptation's there, but no thanks. You'd prefer to have some form of self-defense on hand.
Now, I'm still tidying up a couple of things on my end, so before I get back to work... Well then...
Welcome to your new home. Cozy, isn't it? It's got everything you need to live a normal human life. A comfy bed. Well, not comfy, but a bed. A tap with running water. A desk for desk things. Quintessential 5-star living, just like the famous Milton hotels. Oh, and if you get hungry, just lift the painting in the middle of the room. The vent dispenser's lab script 4053. Reviewers say it's safe for human consumption, so don't be shy. It's got all the nutrients you need to live a good life. I need to... Wait, I don't know. Hang on. I'm moving things out of the way so that I can easily access the WASD keys, but now I'm thinking, wait, do I even need the WASD keys for this game? I don't know. Well, what's the holdup? Have a look around, check your dead device. Check your dead device, beg for mercy, or make yourself comfortable. After all, you'll be here for a while. Use your mouse to explore the room. When your cursor changes to a magnifying glass, you can interact with an item in the room. Okay. Okay, hold on. You know what I think I should probably do for this game specifically is change it so that you can see my pointer. I believe I can do that. Capture cursor. Here we go. Here we go. Think. Yeah, you can see the cursor now. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Now you can see what I'm doing. Now you can see all the mistakes I make. What's in here? There's a weird stock photo on the cover, but otherwise it's your average vent. My average vent? Caution won't be winning any awards for home decor anytime soon. Whoa, a dog bowl. Guess he wasn't kidding about the lab script. It's right there, neatly served in a metal bowl. I don't know what lab script is. To be honest, you could use something to fill your empty stomach. You made the smart decision to skip lunch on your way here. You pick up the bowl and shove a fistful of pellets into your mouth. Sometimes it makes sense for it to say your. Like that last sentence, it made sense, but sometimes it doesn't. They taste like... well, you don't know what you expected. They're grainy, if nothing else. You try not to think about Caution laughing at you from the other side of the screen. Huh? What's this? There's something at the bottom of the bowl. A pattern? To get a better look, you dump the rest of the pellets on the floor. It's a Venn diagram. One with weird shapes. Wonder if it means anything. Alright, so here's the thing, right? I'm not too smart. And I think it's these, like, IQ puzzles that I have to solve in this game. So I looked and it said that the game usually takes about 4 hours to beat. Which I think for me is probably going to mean it's going to take maybe 10. If I beat it at all. But we'll see. There's S's and O's and what looks like seeds. But I don't know what that means. Rat pellets. Now on the floor. To be honest, you're still pretty hungry. It wouldn't hurt to eat a little more, right? You could see yourself getting used to the crunchy texture. Sure, why not? Scoop up another fistful of pellets and eat them without a second thought. Mmm, delicious. Why did you do that? Those pellets still don't taste great. In fact, the more you chew on them, the bitterer that... Oh, crap. Of course there was something in the food. Whatever it was, it's making everything throb like crazy. Your chest, your head, your eyes. But your throat's clammed up. You can't scream or cry or moan. And breathing's getting harder and harder. And soon your vision goes black. Okay. Subject expired shortly after ingesting higher than recommended daily serving of cyanide-laced rodent feed. Contributing factors to death, evidently their stomach was bigger than their brain. May need to reevaluate stop agent's dietary preferences. Alright. Cheers, it's cyanide. Okay, I got 2 achievements for that. Yeah, it probably wasn't the smartest choice. Alright. So this game's going to be a lot of replaying things, is what I'm hearing. Alright, there we go. Alright, back to where we were. Again, it's just your average vent cover. Wait, something's taped to the back side. Oh, look! Again with those weird shapes. And this time they're colorful. Yeah, they definitely mean something. So S is red, O is yellow, and drip is blue. Maybe it's a way out. It's a desk, for desk things. What an evocative description. Your throat's dry and sore, but you can't find a cup anywhere. Does he expect you to drink out of the faucet? That's easy enough. Great. It doesn't even work. Oh, never mind. So much for quenching your thirst, asshole. Bed? It's a bed. You're surprised you slept at all on something that lumpy. Hey, I sleep on something that lumpy all the time. Yeah, right. Back at home, you worshipped your crappy mattress. So what's this? Oh, this is your ticket out of here. The wheel's just like the wheels on the vent cover. With a little time and effort, you think you can crack it. So what am we looking at here? Oh, I think I understand. I might need a piece of paper. I think I understand. I think it's a Venn diagram, right? I think let's make a little pie here. How many segments is that? That way, slice like a pizza. Okay. So I think this is red. And this is red. Hold on, I'm lost already. And this is blue. And that is green. I think that's green. Right? And then that's double blue? Double blue. Whatever that means. And then that one also, I think, is green. And then that one is purple. And then that one is yellow. I think. Let's see. Let's see. Red, red. Blue. Green. Double blue. Just blue, I guess. Green. Purple. Yellow. Hey! See?
What?
I did one smart.
How the hell did you break the lock?
I did one whole smart. There's no way you could have gotten out on your own. Oi, lab rat. I can see you, you know. You're just like the rest of those stop freaks. So textbook authoritarian they could use you for their recruitment posters. That blank stare, that bland uniform, that world-class poker face. Makes me want to peel your brain like an orange. God knows what sick and twisted thoughts lurk beneath. Is he telling you to smile more? He is, isn't he? Guess you'll give him the old passport photo. Heh. You're cute. Real cute. I'll forgive you for that. You're not allowed to smile in a passport photo. Oh, it's... I'm sorry, I was checking what message came through. I'm going to mute my phone now. It's a... there's a Dragon Quest on sale, which is funny, because I was just talking earlier today about how I should play some Dragon Quest games. I've never played any. And it's turning 40, so I probably should. After all, I'm the great Caution, Emperor of malViolence. I'm not the type of man to go all out on a scrub like yourself. But alas, even my limitless generosity has an expiration date. And you're creeping up fast on the sell-by. Anywho, you do want to escape, don't you?
Well then.
Allow me to give you a final pearl of wisdom.
Stop making mistakes.
I didn't make any yet that you know of.
Because the next time you screw up, you're not gonna like what happens next.
I did everything great. I didn't even need a second try on that puzzle. Excuse me. Well, that was unnerving. It's hard to tell when he's being serious, but his hatred for stop freaks is clearly no joke. Almost like he... No. Remember your training. Now's not the time to overthink things. You need to get out of here. Detective work can come later. Who am I then? I'm an agent of some organization. No side corridors, no secret doors, not even a crack in the wall. No choice but to move forward. Take another cautious step ahead and...
Welcome. I see you arrived safely.
What the... Another voice? And all the screens in the room lit up too. You're in the same room. Huh? You know that woman on the screen. Everyone at Stop knows that face. They've seen her photos in newspaper articles, broadcasts, social media. For years, this mysterious woman was the scourge of Stop. A saboteur who terrorized the public with bombs and cryptic threats. A supervillain through and through. A supervillain by the name of...
From the top, then. I am Dr. Danger.
That's a good name.
You are here because you're under my temporary employment.
No. Last time you checked, you were a Stop agent. By default, Dr. Danger's a sworn enemy. Was a sworn enemy. She died weeks ago, caught in her own explosion while trying to wipe another Stop facility off the map. Wait! Does this mean she survived?
Before we begin your task, please listen carefully.
I didn't click that.
Due to my circumstances, I cannot repeat my instructions, nor will I be able to answer any of your questions.
No. Her death was very thoroughly confirmed, which means this is just a recording. A cheesy one at that. Turns out even supervillains make the newbies watch employee training videos. Better tune her out. Besides, you're no mere hired hand. You're a proud agent of Stop, trained to fight villains like her. So what if there are more puzzles to solve and locked rooms to explore? To someone like you, they should be child's play. Should be. It's like it's my inner monologue, but it's someone else talking to me. This is a room full of megaphones of different colors. Oh, and a bloody machine of some kind. Huh. Seems like a typical evil lab straight out of a comic book. Let's see here. Massive computers, high-tech gizmos, and a primary source extractor? Ew. Looking at that thing gives you goosebumps. Do you have to go through here? Maybe there's something you missed in the corridor. Yeah, you'll turn around and... It's not opening. No, there's still the door on the other side. You'll just walk over and it'll automatically... And it's shut too. Great. Off to a fantastic start already. Wait, there's something else here. A lock with a strange puzzle. Kind of like the one you found in your cell. Maybe you'll find the answer in this room. Looks like there's an open toolbox. You approach it to take a closer look. Nope, it's a bomb. No big deal. What could possibly go wrong? Fit all of the bomb pieces inside the bomb casing. Use your mouse to drag pieces around. Left click to rotate them clockwise. Right click to rotate things counterclockwise. Be sure to give every piece its own space or things might get explosive. Okay. Are there any pieces that have to go somewhere specific? This one... Oh right, I can rotate them. See, that can't go there. Because that would... Oh no, wait, yeah, it can. Because this can just go there, and then that's good. That's great, and that's good and great, and great and good. So let's... Will this explode? Will this explode, and why? And when? I mean, it looks like this is fine. No. No, because that can't happen. What about now? No, that's no good either. Alright, so... Get out. You go up there, that's probably better for you. Does every piece... Oh, hold on. does every piece have to... Is there only enough spaces for every piece? Do you know what I mean about... When I say every piece, I mean, does every piece only fit? Does every piece only fit? Like, every piece has to fit, right? There's only enough... What if... Hang on. Because if every piece only fits, then that changes my life drastically. Every piece only fits, is what I'm hearing. Every piece only fit. Every one of them. I know, I understand what I'm saying. And it's not my problem if you don't. So that can't go there because that's bad, and that can't go everywhere because that's too many. But this can go wherever I want, as long as there's 3. What if you go dead in the middle? Dead in the middle, because you look cool there. You look cool there. Everyone thinks you're cool. That's 4. That's 4. So 4 technically can't fit there. Can't fit there. And I knew that going into that sentence. Ah, look. What about this though? Because these can go like that. Do the colors matter? Here's my issue. Do the colors matter? Because that's gonna change things. If I can say. No, this is no good. This is no good, and I hate it. What if he comes out? What if he comes out and then he can go like there? Does that solve everything? Yeah, it sure did. Uh-oh. Excuse me. That was interesting. Alright, well I did it. You've solved the puzzle. A marble rolls out of the bomb case. Attached to it is a note reading, Colby Padilla. You wonder what that could mean? I sure do. You approach the glistening puddle for a closer look. The smell's pretty ambiguous, but just to be sure, you gingerly swipe a finger across the surface. Oil. Most likely for some kind of machine. It's not unfamiliar. Stop has a massive array of equipment and vehicles that need regular maintenance. An agent like you is expected to know how to repair and service them, especially when your bosses are displeased with you. But it's strange to see oil out in the open here. Maybe it's a spill or a leak. Either way, something clearly isn't working. Oh, what's this about? 3 differently sized vials are placed on the table. There are instructions written next to them. Caution needs your help poisoning a top stop official, but his toxin of choice is pretty particular. Using 3 vials of 12cc, 8cc, and 5cc, measure the poison into 2 equal doses of 6cc. Note that the 12cc vial contains the poison itself. Be quick though, if the poison's disturbed too much, it'll give off nasty vapors. Drag the vials in order to pour their contents into each other. Oh. I despise a puzzle. Well, I undid everything. What's this one? From a comfortable distance, you eye over the primary source extractor. You approach carefully, listening closely for any hints of it roaring to life. Agents are expected to keep their wits about them and not jump to conclusions, but it's hard to see the device in front of you as anything but an electric chair. It looks crude and cruel, like a child's reimagining of something scary from a history book. That may be exactly what it is. Whatever its purpose, you give quiet thanks that it seems to be out of commission. Oh. 4 large monitors are displaying an intimidating wall of code. You were hoping you didn't have to deal with them, but... ah well. Time for some good old computer wrangling. With the list of codes to your left, Caution wants you to hack into one of Stop's computer systems. Use the mouse or keyboard to clear out the codes in the system shown on the right. All of the codes must be used to destroy the firewall and successfully break into the system, but be careful. If you don't use these codes at the right time, you might lock yourself out. What do you mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Alright. 111. Oh, yeah. 001. Okay. Is that one? Okay. I see. I get it. I mean, this is hard. It's too late. The counter trace just found you and... Wait, does that mean you've alerted Stop? That rescue
Hey,
could...
Labrat.
Oh. I've got good news and bad news in that order, because time's short. Good news, Stop found your computer. Bad news, standard operating procedure is to overload the offending console ASAP. By the way, you're standing very, very close to the computer. I'll have... Subject died after computer shrapnel blew up into their face. Contributing factors to death. Tech savvy on their resume? Guess Stop wasn't thorough enough with their background check. Okay. I died. Oh, do I have to do this again? Oh no, do I have to do this again? Oh no, I have to do this again. Oh, skip? Skip. Did I skip it? Okay, good. Alright, what's this? You paused when you saw the silhouettes from across the room, but on closer inspection, these aren't firearms at all. They're megaphones. I knew they were megaphones. So many colors, materials, variations. It's far from organized, but it does look like a collection. It's hard to picture Dr. Danger, one of Stop's most wanted criminals, picking up such an odd hobby. And yet half of them are tagged with the initials DD. That could stand for Dangerous Duck, you don't know. Every supervillain's bound to have a quirk or two. You approach the strange locked door. Turns out it's even stranger up close. No, it's equally as strange, actually. What's this? Knock down these effigies of Stop officials in the same order you encountered them. Ah. Oh, can I do one now? Bloop. That one. Get dead, Colby. Alright. Was there anything about these? So many megaphones. Every supervillain's bound to have a quirk or two. Okay. Hey, hello, Strutfurter. This is malViolence. This is a free indie game on Steam that the developer contacted me and asked me to try it ages ago. It's been a while. They contacted me while I was playing Danganronpa 2. I assume they were contacting everybody who was streaming Danganronpa 2 because this game is similar. But I didn't want to jump straight into another visual novel right away. So I waited a while. It's okay, Suri, it's okay, because it was because they have a new game coming out, and I checked and that game still isn't out, so the timing is probably still fine. But yeah, this game's free on Steam if you want to try it yourself. because I'm sure it's frustrating to watch somebody as dumb as me poke at these puzzles. Because I'm frustrated already. Look at these numbers. I'm bad with numbers already, anyway. I've never been a numbers person. I've always been the opposite of that. I clicked it. Okay, thank you. Let's think a little bit, shall we? Let's do some big thinking energy. Big thinking energy is my secret word of the day. Ah, now this is important. However, what now? I mean, oh, that's backwards. I can't do it already. No. Can I reset it? You really wish you brought your rubber duck right now. But I can't reset it. This is just, I've made my bed. I've made my bed. I've made my mistakes. Oh! No. I thought I had something for a second. Could do that one. Oh, wow. I got closer. I got closer that time. Alright, I'm very glad that I can skip this puzzle, since I've already done it. Yeah, one thing worked out. One thing worked out. Like I said, when I looked it up, I saw that this game usually takes about 4 hours to beat. I think it's going to take me considerably more than 4 hours, but hey, the timer's ticking. It's almost been an hour, and I've solved one puzzle, so... Are people good at puzzles like this? Do those people exist? And where can I find them? And how can I kill them? See that? I've messed it up. It's bad. It's bad. Whoa! That was sudden. Was that supposed to be that sudden? Alright, skip this one, done that one. Let's try this one again. These are all numbers puzzles. Oh boy. Alright, 5 in there. And then 7 in here. And now 5 in there. And some in there. And 4 in here. And 8 in there. And 4 in there. And 8 in there. And that's 3. And now that's 7. And 5 in there. And 7 in here. And that's 2. And 5 in here. And that's that. And then 8 in here. And then 5 in there. And that's 7. And now that's 5. And now that's 7. And now that's 5. And now that... You're getting close now, right? If you just pour this into that...
Hey, lab rat.
You've made quite the concoction. Really? Did you find a solution that he hadn't thought of? You know, I did say that 2 doses would be lethal. By the way, have your legs always been made of jelly? But if your biosigns are anything to go by, it looks like overexposure to the vapors does the job too. Ooh. Well, I've died. Subject experienced cardiac arrest after extended exposure to fumes in the workplace. Contributing factors to death: didn't perform their duties under a fume hood. Stop will have to screen its employees for basic lab safety if they're going to keep sending them my way. Oh man, I'm not good at any puzzle that involves numbers, you know? And now it's all numbers. I got this numbers to do. Oh boy, numbers. Oh boy, numbers. Oh boy. Oh boy, numbers. Oh boy. I'm trying to reassert positivity and put myself in a mindset of victory. Oh boy, I love numbers. That's a number I know. I clicked it. Numbers I know. Let's think. Numbers that I know. Naming 3 numbers that I know. That's a number. That's a number. I've already goofed it. Like, I can tell. You might not be able to tell, but see, the game knows. The game knows. Oh, you know what? I hope it does still remember that I did this. Okay, it does. Numbers are just letters that are numbers. That's true. That's true. Numbers. I should probably start... Should I start as high up as can be? Which would be that one. And then that one. And then that one. I probably should start as low down as can be, actually. If anything. That's not one. That's not one. But that is also not one. I've already done that one. 101. No, I'm thinking of Dalmatians. Is that one? No. That's not one. In fact... Well, I haven't goofed it yet, so there's something I can still do. Oh, that's one. Now I've goofed it. Now I've goofed it. I found the goofy way of doing it. Is this one? No. Don't be absurd. They go down, right? They go down. They're up here, and then they come to the down. Got it. Right. I understand. 100? That's not one. But 001? Oh, there's 2 001s. So if I move that down, that won't change anything. Hey, let me think about this. This is the rarest 2. No, and this one. The ones with the faces are the hardest ones to get. There's only one of this face. In the universe, there's only one of this face. But there's 2 of that face, and I need a 1 to come down and mix it up with that face. Put that face in its stomach, I suppose. But, well, that needs to come all the way down to here. That's the only way you can do that. So, I've got to not move the right column for a while. Why isn't this working? This is 1, right? Thank you. 001 is also 1. 001, also 1. Is it another one that 001 is another one? No. That would be too easy. I need... Well, how? Ah. Oh no! Oh wait! It worked out. That wasn't what I was trying to do. Alright, I think I've got all the hard ones. Except that one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! That was close though. Alright. Get down here. This fella. This fella. He's a problem, this one is. It's gotta be... See, that's not real. I can't do that. Oh, that is, though. And now that is. But that's backwards, though. That's backwards. And that I can't do anything about. So the problem is really that I'm dumb. The problem is that I'm stupid. Ah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm so close. And yet I'm so far. That was very close, though. So you have to use all the numbers. That's what I've come to believe. You have to use all the numbers. All the numbers you have to use, which means I gotta get rid of this guy over here on the edge. I gotta find a way to get rid of him. I gotta find a way to take him out. Every numbers matters. Every life for a life. I can't do anything with this one now. Can I? He's a little shit over here. He's a little bastard. He's a little jerk of an asshole of a number. I've already fucked it. Give me the clicks. Give me the boom. Explode me. Explode me, daddy. There you go. Alright. Alright. Locking in. My face is real. My hands is real. Thinking of 5 things that I can touch. Pen. Eraser. Haribo milk bottles. 3's enough. 3's good enough. Calm down. Okay. Okay, so skip that. I've done that. We've got these things. I hate them. 0 out of 20. What does that mean? Why does it say skipping up here? You can't see it, but behind the crew showcase it says skipping. And there's some arrows, and they're moving. I think it thinks I'm still skipping. Oh, is that why I got the really sudden explosions? Because I'm in, like, text skip mode. Yeah, how do I... There we go. Dare you decant differently? You dare. Okay. So I need 2 doses of 6. Let's think this through logically. That's 2 doses of 6 already. But that is 8, which is different. If I put the 8 in there, and then I put the 5 in there, now I've got 3 and 4, which is 7. Right? Oh, did you see that math I just did? Holy shit. Now I'm going to put 5 in there. That's 5. That's 2 5s and 2 in here. That doesn't help me. That's extremely unhelpful, in fact. What if I put that in there? Now that's 7. That remains 5. Now that's 7. That's still 5. Now that's 2. Now that's 10. Now that's 8. That's 2 and 2. That's 4. If I put the 4 in there and the 8 in here, now that's 3. Which is 1 more than I need. Now that's 9. That's 4 again. I can make 7 really good. I can really easily make 7. Let's look at this one again. Oh, wait. Let's do the one I did. Skip. Okay. This is gonna take me way more than 4 hours. It's gonna take me like 20 hours. Alright. Let's see. I need this to go away. This one here, this one, he is a little jerk. And even his parents didn't like him. There was something about him. He's just weird. He's just weird. Right, alright. Hang on. Crumble those ones. Right, those ones are crumbled. Crumble this, crumble that, crumble this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. I didn't crumble the numbers in the right order, but that's okay. This one. Because it's very important, imperative, in fact, I would say, that these get correctly smoden. Then that's the problem now. Look at this problem. That's the same thing I did last time. That's the same thing again. Alright, skip the bomb. This fella. This fella. See, that changes nothing, actually. However, this means I can do that. And that... That what? Then what happens then? No!
Hey, lab rat.
Yeah, I know. Boom. Okay, did the bomb puzzle. Good, that was easy. This one, I think I did like the same thing 3 times in a row. That. This. That. This. Oh, it's backwards. I've done it again. Worse. I've done it worse. Okay. Here's the problem. It's gotta be that. It's gotta be this. Has it? Gotta be that? Dirt. And then that happens every time. And then that happens. I'll get there someday. That's fine. That's fine. That's backwards. No, it's all bad.
Lab rat.
Skip the bomb. That's the problem. I gotta pay attention to this fella. At some point, he is my biggest issue. Okay, I got rid of him. Oh, but now everything else is goofed. I got rid of him, but everything else is goofed. Is it? Yeah, there's nothing I can do about this guy now. Okay, so I need to worry about so many things. So many things I have to worry about. Makes sense to get rid of those early, I think. There. Huh? Oh, I did it! You solved the puzzle. The computer ejects a marble along with a note reading Asia Bishop. I know what that means. I already know what that means. My god. Okay. So now I just have to solve this one. Ugh. Thing is, I'm so bad at this kind of thing. Alright, what if I pour that in there and that in there? And then that in there. And then that in there. And then... Wait. And then that in there. That's 4. That's 7. That's 5. That's also 5. And that's 2. And that's 7. And that's 5. And that's also 5. And that's 2. And that's 7. And that's 5. And that's also 5. And that's 7. And that's 5. I don't. I'm not smart enough. I'm not smart enough for it. I know how to make 7 and 5. I can make 7, 5, and 2, but I don't know how to make 6. You can't make 6 in this one, so this can't be where they end up. 5 in there. 5 in here. 5 in there. 2 left over. 8. 2 in here. 2, that's 4. 8. 4 is in there now. 5. And that's 3. I've made 7 again. 7. There's 5. There's 2 again. 10. And 2 in here. And then 8. And now I've got 2 2s. That's 4 again. And 8. 4. And 5. And 3. 3, 4, 5. 6. 7. 4, 5. That's 7. That's 7 again. Boom. That's 8. I know that much. That's 5 and 3 and 4. 4, 3, 5. Now that's 9. That's a new number. We haven't seen 9 yet. 3. There's 8. Oh, 1. Now I'm afraid to do anything. 3. That'll be 9 if I put that in. It'll be 4 if I put that in. But I've had 4 before and it didn't help me. But there's nothing else I can really do. Now that will make 7. Oh no. 9. 1. 6. I solved the puzzle. I don't really know how I did it, but I did it. All right. Brook Yang. So Brook Yang is first. I gotta do this again. Okay, Colby Padilla was first. Brook Yang is last. So I already knew that. I don't know why I felt the need to trace it all the way. Aisha, I see a bishop. I see a bishop. I see it. Oh god, what happened there? I think it loops around and then goes this way. I want to ride this slide, man. There we go. There we go. Are we on an ad break? Alright, hold on. Let's have an ad break. I'll be right back. It's playing. I can't get the malViolence music to stop, so let's just listen to the malViolence music instead of having this horrifying mashup. We're back. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe I did that puzzle. And I'm sure it's gonna get worse. Like, this is the first real puzzle room. I got real overconfident because I solved that first puzzle on the first try. And then I immediately regretted it. I'm just finishing up my Haribo. I'll be right back. I mean, I'll be right with you. I am back. I got Haribo milkshakes. Yeah, I don't see him very often, and I love him. So every time I see him, I buy him. Alright. Here I am. Alright. So by process of elimination, this is the correct third one.
Wow. If it isn't a lab rat.
For someone with chronic resting blah face, you look real proud of yourself. And you know what? You should be. By getting this far, you're statistically proven to have more brains than 96% of STOP employees. So congrats. That said, I actually expected you to die by now. I'm not sure how to reward you for your success. Oh, wait, I have an idea. How about a sticker? If you get out of here, I'll give you a fruit-scented one. At the rate you're going, you might even get one of my super special grape stickers. And I never give those out. Huh, I don't see you jumping for joy. Not a grape fan?
Well then.
Oh well, more for me.
Hey, lab rat.
So what did you think about my research lab? It's awesome, isn't it? A little derivative, maybe. But any scientist worth their salt needs a room filled with high-tech computers and big fat source libraries. Though there is one thing that makes my lab better than the others. My primary source extractor. It's kind of loud once it revs up, and it is a pain to clean afterwards. But the results are... mwah! Amazing! I had planned on giving you a first-hand demonstration, but the last experiment got so messy that I'm still cleaning the rafters. Disappointing, I know. But never fear. The great Caution, Emperor of malViolence, used his aptitude for adaptation to his advantage, and so he constructed these sure to satisfy even the least imaginative of STOP agents. I can't read all... Earlier, when it was actually voiced, the subtitles were moving way too slowly, and now they're moving too quickly, now that there's no voices. Aren't I thoughtful, lab rat? Yeesh, tough crowd. You must be fun at parties. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Vamoose to the next room already. There's more games for you to play. Or hell, take your sweet time. I've always wanted to see how motivating electrified floors can be. He's clearly joking again. Probably. Maybe. No. Better not tempt fate. I really like the animation. It's funny, like, this is an indie game with a really tiny team, and the animation's better than Danganronpa. This self-styled supervillain has got world-class bad manners. Where could he have picked up such a nasty personality, anyway? You know it's pointless to speculate, but you can't help it. Because your current surroundings are unusually ordinary. The last corridor looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. This one's practically mundane. It's got more in common with a basic STOP research building. It brings back memories of your days as a low-level agent, trudging through halls delivering low-level intel to low-level researchers. Your supervisor loved emphasizing the low-level part. Pressing your keycard to the reader, hearing that little beep of approval, seeing the doors click open. Waking up in a mad scientist's research facility has a way of making you long for the simple life. Speaking of doors, this corridor's got 5 to choose from. You pause. Once again, your fate is in your own hands. Is this another one of his puzzles?
Good. You made it through the experiment room.
Dr. Danger's on again. What did you... No, calm down. It's probably motion activated. You should have listened to the last recording since it seemed pretty helpful. This time you'll stay still and pay attention. Ooh.
I apologize for any distress that the previous room may have caused you. For whatever it's worth, please know that I do not take pleasure in hurting others. The sight of blood makes me quite ill.
She looks like she's in Team Flare.
It always has. Allow me to explain.
Wait, what? No, that room belongs to my apprentice. Currently, he is running an experiment, even if he seems more interested in the process than the results. Honestly, I'm in no position to lecture him. He's not cruel, he's just
Please,
I suppose I
listen
can
carefully.
say this. All his test subjects have a certain unfortunate commonality, a terminal condition as he sees it, that makes it very difficult for him to remain impartial.
I apologize.
I apologize for being vague here, but the nature of this work has always been a private matter. It's not your responsibility, it's mine. What's that supposed to mean?
If you're looking for where to go next, please take the door directly in front of you. The other doors are very much best left shut. Take care now. I'll see you in a week.
Okay. Seemed like she was giving a lot of information to a new recruit there, a lot of personal information. That recording definitely wasn't for you. Whoever the intended recipient was, Dr. Danger clearly trusted them. Oh, okay. But wasn't it like the first recording was like, you're my new employee or whatever? Better take the door she recommended. An office. There's shelves everywhere. Loads of files, too. Like the hall before it, it's oddly ordinary. Just to double check, though. Yep. Pretty sure this is another puzzle room. Alright then, let's get searching. Alright, I hope these puzzles are less numbers-based. If they're not numbers-based puzzles, I can do them. You survey the diagrams before you. From a distance, they seem to be your average blueprints. Blueprints for weapons of all makes, shapes, and sizes. But on closer inspection, they reveal a certain quirkiness that doesn't belong in a technical document. Their handwriting is also distinct, for lack of a better word. That said, poor penmanship hasn't dulled the designs themselves. The least dangerous of these would be devastating out in the field. The oldest of the blueprints, the ones hidden at the bottom of the pile, look wildly different. Clearly another person was behind them. In fact, if you squint, you can still find the signatures at the bottom. Destrange, they say. They're dated more than 15 years ago. A computer in a small, strange coliseum? What on earth is that? Of course, it's a puzzle. In a stealthy campaign, Caution has managed to take control of a stop-holding center where several young test subjects are being held in a futuristic panopticon. To give them the best chance of survival, Caution needs to rearrange the cells so that each group of escaping testees is balanced. These groups are shown as a circle, a triangle, a square, and an X. However, the bureaucratic systems had left only the bare minimum operating instructions on how to operate the panopticon. Help Caution properly arrange the cells according to the limitations of the system. So the colors matter, and the shapes also matter. Right? Oh no, I see what the colors mean. So if I move a grey one, the blue one also moves. If I move a blue one, the white one also moves. And if I move a white one, the grey ones also move, I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Has to be balanced. So I need every group to have one of each shape. Well, let's assume I don't really need to move the white one. I don't think. Right? That can just stay how it is. But if I move the blue one... Okay, so I need to line the blue one and the white one up now. Because if I move the blue one, the white one's going to move with it. Okay, so they're all different now. Oh, but if I move this, that's going to move. Right. So I will still need to move the white one. This one's fine. In fact, no, that's no good. That's no good. That's no good. So uh-oh. There's a notification in the corner. Seems you've run out of time, lab rat. Oh, I didn't know it was timed. The jailbreak is over, you screwed up. So it was a prison. Then, if this only concerned you and me, I'd be whatever about it. We all make mistakes, you know? So I'm super forgiving and cool and mature about this kind of thing. But you just lost those kids a chance to get out before operations start. Sorry, operations? They could have gotten out clean. Now I have to step in and bust them out dirty. And it's all because of you.
Shut up.
Now go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. I'll come back for you when you're sorry enough. Subject expired after 3 days due to lack of water, light, food, and mental stimulation. Scratched their nails to bleeding point on the exit door before losing consciousness, so I have to clean that mess up. Contributing factors to death. Didn't take the consequences of imprisonment very seriously. Okay. Alright. You get an achievement for every death. As you look over the sprawling web of photos, documents, and diagrams, you realize everything in front of you is perfectly orderly. These are the notes of a hunter, and Stop was their prey. You recognize dozens of names, operations, and places, vital parts of Stop's organization that had suffered heavy blows in the last few years. But you're disturbed by how many places you don't recognize. Laboratories, factories, and armories that must be high above your clearance level, crossed out like someone was just going down a checklist. All these top secret sites share the same acronym. YTDI. YouTube don't engage? No, that would be E. Don't interact. YouTube don't interact. No, you don't. No, you don't recognize it. Okay. That's par for the course with Stop. If you don't know what an acronym means, it's probably above your pay grade. There are 5 empty slots on the door's lock. Your best guess is that you need to fill them up somehow. Caution's a big fan of word games, so he wants you to come up with a word that's almost as good as the one above. You might have to find some letters first. Okay. Monitor is displaying some kind of simulation. Better take a closer look. It's time for a crash course in cybernetics. Lay down new synthetic neural pathways, but be mindful of the original pieces that can't be moved. Here's some basic recalibration rules. Neural pathways must form one continuous loop and occupy every available space. Pathways can cross over themselves, but they can't retrace themselves. Huh? Okay. At any 4-way intersection, a neuron will always go straight through, it'll never turn. You can only submit possible solutions where there are no open-ended pathways, including T intersections. Okay. So... So, is that okay to do? Is it okay to do that? Can I just... No, I can't do that, can I? I don't know. Is this fine? Is this fine? I guess it's not fine. Oh, that's because of that. Okay, I can't do that. How's that? Oh, and this too. I don't think I really understand. Um, um, hmm. Hmm. No, because then that forms a new. I don't know. I don't know how that's possible. So this has to come out of there. This has to come out of all of it, unless it doesn't. No, it does. Boom, boom. So it can't do that. Yeah, so it wouldn't end up going in any of this lower section down here. Um, let's reset it. I wish there was a starting point. It has to do that, right? So you, how can you possibly? You can't. I don't know how you can do that. It's got to come out here. How you can't take up all of this space? Because if you go that way, you're missing that square up there, and if you go this way, that's a dead end. Or you're just not doing that square, but you have to do every square. Yeah, let's look for something else for now. What's this? The blackboard is covered in little doodles, but they don't seem to be there just for decoration. You hate to admit it, but they're kind of cute. Completely unlike their creator. During our last operation, we only managed to save 4 test subjects. We also found some incomplete records that indicated all the subjects at this facility arrived within the same calendar year, and a box of their personal belongings. Click on the notes for a detailed view. In the detailed view, click on written notes to strike them out. Using what information we have, figure out which item belongs to who, when each subject arrived at the facility, and who grew up where. What? Click on notes for a detailed view. Where? Click on notes. Click on written notes. Where? What are we talking about here? City? What? What notes? These notes? What notes are we... What? Click on notes for a detailed view. What? Where? What notes? What written notes are we looking at and striking out? What are we talking about here? No, that's the save menu. I'm so confused. Is anybody seeing anything I'm not? Click on notes for a detailed view. In the detailed view, click on written notes to strike them out. Using what information we have, figure out which item belongs to who. What notes are we talking about? The only written notes I see are like Coast September, June, March. I don't submit.
Hey, lab rat.
Whoa, you suck at this. I don't. Alright. It's like you're solving this puzzle with your eyes closed and your nose plugged. I agree. There are some reasons you don't want to look at the truth in front of you, lab rat. No, it's just... I know you're not taking this seriously. Maybe we should just move on. You know what? Yeah. Let's put a pin in it. Nope. I squelched. Subject experienced permanent loss of life after one of the facility's reconfigurable nanostakes jetted out of the floor and impaled them to the ceiling. Guess they were worth the trouble of installation. Couldn't put progress on the board. Yeah, I don't understand the board. Let's have another look. Blackboard is covered in little doodles, but they don't seem to be there just for decoration. You hate to admit it, but they're kind of cute. Completely unlike their creator. Okay. Click on notes for a detailed view. In the detailed view, click on written notes to strike them out. What? Can I... Oh. But what written notes are we talking about? How would I possibly know? Where's any information? What are we talking about here? Is there something missing? Is there something missing here? I don't understand. Oh, is this it? You eye over the massive scrawled notes pinned in front of you. There are 2 distinct sets of handwriting here, but the contents are mostly the same and mostly domestic. Notes on what to eat for breakfast and when to start preparing it. Notes on how much sleep to get and what stories to read. Birthdays, exercises, meal plans, and chores. The 2 who wrote these notes weren't just sharing the same space, they were living together. Where are these notes? Printouts, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. This is just about caution. What? Where are these notes I'm supposed to be looking at? Are they in the room somewhere? I don't know how much of this is me being stupid. Subject G, toy plane, yo-yo. Subject F, coast, harmonica, June. What written... Alright, I give up. Let's turn to the internet. malViolence. Board notes, I guess. Let's see. Maybe I should have put the game on easy mode. Evidence board puzzle, here we go. The grey sticky notes placed around the room might give you more information. What? Grey sticky notes. These documents appear to be designs for cybernetic limbs like the ones produced by Starp at first glance. On closer inspection, there are more differences than there are similarities. Starp's technology is more generalized, more efficient, and angular. These plans are heavily customized. They could have only been suitable for a very small number of subjects, possibly as few as one. This is obviously not what I was looking for. This? Ah, there's a note stuck to the front of the desk. It says the bracelet arrived at the facility before the toy plane. Subject G does not know... Oh, Subject G does not how to use a yo-yo. The yo-yo trickster did not arrive first. Does that go on here? Ah, that's on here now. Okay, okay. Okay. You pick up the note beneath the blackboard. It says the red-headed child said they have never been to the suburbs or to open water. Whoever lived in the mountains arrived in either June or December. The child from the suburbs was processed before... I'm not even going to read this right now. I'm just going to click on all these so that they all get added to the board. Is that all of them? Any more? I don't see any more. I'm gonna stop looking soon. Okay, I think I got them all. They could have just been here already, in my opinion, but okay. Okay, the blonde child seems to have musical inclination. The bracelet has a notable tarnish. Is this the blonde child? Subject F. So is that Charles? Cross that out. The bracelet has a notable tarnish. Upon sampling, it seems to be a coating of coastal salt. Okay. So the bracelet is the beach. Done. The city dweller was abducted in the spring. So I can connect the city to March. Cool. The bracelet arrived at the facility before the toy plane. That doesn't help me yet. Subject G does not know how to use a yo-yo. So this doesn't belong to the yo-yo. The yo-yo trickster did not arrive first, so the yo-yo one isn't the city one. The child whose designation comes first in the alphabet was the second to last arrival. F, G, A. A. So you were September. The child wearing a bracelet arrived in September, so Sam. That's Sam. And And he came from the beach. Okay. Subject R arrived in June. That's you. You're the June one. Okay, good. The red-headed child said they have never been to the suburbs or to open water, so what does that leave? They're either from the city or the mountains. Whoever lived in the mountains arrived in either June or December. That doesn't help me. Child from the suburbs was processed before the subject from the mountains. That doesn't help me either. Well, the toy plane has to be December. I'm done with this kid, right? Beach, bracelet, subject A, September. I love these character designs, by the way, on these notes. They're great. I want to play a game about these kids. These kids look like they could be the cast of like an Earthbound type game. So the red-headed kid is either from the city or the mountains, but I don't know which. Oh, the toy plane must be hers. She doesn't know how to use a yo-yo. Which means this one must be the yo-yo? Oh wait, they've both got red hair. Hold on. Like, they've both got red hair. That doesn't help. I'm just gonna have to assume, right? How did I connect her to June? Subject R. Whoever lived in the mountains arrived in either June or December. Well, assuming I've got things right so far, the two I have left to connect are the ones from June or December, so that also doesn't help me. The child from the suburbs was processed before... the child from the suburbs was processed before the subject from the mountains, which means you're the one from the suburbs and you're the one from the mountains. I think. You solved the puzzle. Oh, I did it. I got an E. A tiny blue tile falls to the ground. Upon closer inspection, it reads the letter E for evidence, or maybe for end of puzzles, or enough of these silly games. But that's just wishful thinking. Either way, you decide to take it with you. Well, I solved that one. I didn't hate that puzzle. That was my favorite in this room that I've seen. Although, I think there must be another puzzle in this room that I haven't seen if I need 5 of those tiles. Because I've only found 3 puzzles. Is there another one in the lights or something? I don't know. What was this one again? Oh, right, this. I'm gonna look at what the guide says about this one too. How many rooms are there? Because so far it's taking me about an hour a room, I think. Oh, I'm on medium. I just realized that I was looking at the solutions for easy mode anyway. So even if I had needed the actual solutions, that wouldn't have helped me. So this is the cybernetic recalibration puzzle. The preset paths are not optional. Go ahead and set them first. It's easier to cross the whole map with a line instead of making small self-contained sections. Self-contained sections. I don't really understand. That's just wrong, right? That's just bad. But is it okay as long as it does like a that? I just can't have any T's, right? If I do this, that'll make a T. So what if I do this instead? Is that okay? Can you do that? No, that's a T. How's that? No, I can't even submit it. So obviously that's no good. Oh, there's a T here, that's why. And that's gonna make a T there. There's a T over here as well. And now that's a T. And now that's a T. And now that's a T. You're just passing the buck on T's. Now that's a T. Yeah, I give up. I give up. Let's see this video. I hate it when it's a video. Alright, pause that. What happened? My phone crashed. My phone crashed and has to restart. Great. Okay. It's fine. What's different in what I'm seeing here? That's basically what I did, isn't it? That's very much what I did. They've done something slightly different here. The part I need to see is right underneath the play button. I'm trying to pause it so I can look, but it's under the play button, damn it. So that's not there. Is that it? I still can't submit. Oh. Because of that. Now I can submit it. I solved the puzzle. Kind of. Oh, I got 2 from that puzzle. Okay. And I did the evidence board puzzle already. Excuse me. Alright. This last puzzle, I don't think any guide's gonna help. Is there more of... No, there's got to be the same number of everything, right? Otherwise the puzzle wouldn't work. I was gonna say, is there more of one shape than any other, but... there has to be the same number of all of them. Okay. Okay. Now there's no double up X's, I think. But there are doubled up triangles. Still. Oh, whoa, okay, I did it. I didn't know I had done it. Alright. That was an accident. I solved it by accident, just from twirling them. I think I've got all the letters. Alright. Come up with a word that's almost as good as taser. I have the same letters that are in the word taser. I could spell stare. Did you like that? No message from the kid yet. Maybe if you're stealthy, you could sneak past without being subjected to another one of his stupid broadcasts.
Snooping as usual, I see.
Oh, well that's an Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog reference. You spoke too soon. Yeah, you're right in your element, huh? Not that you'd know it, but I've got a good eye for this kind of thing. I bet you've got that bubbly feeling buzzing under your skin, like sweet sparkling lemonade in your veins. What a colorful turn of phrase. I'd give my right arm to feel as excited as you do now, lab rat. You must be salivating at the mountain of evidence beneath your fingertips. Weapons, corkboards, secret evil plans. All the classics are here. Oop, I didn't know what that next line was. And we both know you really, really want to rub your grubby paws all over them. Even if you copied half of one and threw it through the washing machine, you'd still have enough evidence to net you a promotion from HQ.
Well then.
So go ahead, take as much as you like. I won't touch a hair on your head. After all, the great Caution, Emperor of Mal, knows that you only care about the truth. He shall let you indulge. Hey, lab rat, can I ask you something? You are just getting evidence, right? Does he not approve of your investigation style? You're being thorough just to be cautious. You're just being thorough. I've watched you with my drones, tailored these puzzles to your specific subpar problem-solving skills, carried out quasi-legal research on your identity. So I know what you are. You're an agent for Stop, nothing more, nothing less. Am I right? Again with the silent treatment. I've met vending machines with better social skills than you know that? Fine.
Shut up!
Fine. The next time you escape a puzzle room, I won't talk either. See how you like it. Now move, or you'll regret your staring contest with me. Hey, is that... there's got to be other... Like, did you just have to make any word? Or was stare just the right word? Again with the temper tantrum, huh? Seriously, why is he so pissed off at you? He and Dr. Danger have fought against Stop field agents in the past, but that's not your department. Hell, before this, you've never met either of them face to face. What right does he have to act all high and mighty at you? Right, supervillain. Big ego, no self-awareness. Don't overthink it. I can't believe it's already been 2 hours. Each room has taken me about an hour so far. The dim corridor stretches before you with no answers to offer. It's darker here, but not in an unpleasant way. It's warmer than the previous rooms, literally and figuratively. The wooden floorboards and the decorated wallpaper feel welcoming. Nostalgic, even. If you viewed this hall alone, you'd assume it had belonged to a family household, not to a scheming terrorist and her kooky sidekick. It's been a very long day? Hard to tell how much time has passed, but damn, you are exhausted. The gentle heat tempts you to sit down on the floor, or maybe lie down. Would Caution allow you to take a quick breather? If he meant what he said about not harming a hair on your head, then maybe the smart thing to do would be to...
Very tempting for a wooden floor, isn't it?
Gah! Third time?
Heated flooring. My work has always been stressful, so I've always strived to maximize comfort wherever I could. Allow me to explain.
When your work is done, you can sleep here all you like. But before then, you've got dishes to clean, washes to run, bedrooms to vacuum, and of course, Caution to take care of. He represents a unique challenge, I know. But you wouldn't have gotten this far if you and I didn't believe you could do it.
Please.
While I'm
Listen
away on
carefully.
business, it's important that you keep him on his daily routine. 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Regularity is key. Remember that all his dietary habits are detailed in the files that we went over together. So I don't like that some of the subtitles skip automatically. That's my biggest complaint, I think, so far, because I miss parts of it because it goes before I have had time to read it.
I apologize.
I apologize if you'll have to decrypt them again, but Caution and I have made a habit of hiding our tracks for good reason. And when the day is over, feel free to play games, watch movies, or read comics together. If you need a suggestion, Caution told me that he loves the Cantaloupe Mall course on Marco Card. I might be pronouncing that wrong. He'll know what you mean. So take care.
Please.
If things go
Listen
smoothly,
carefully.
I'll be back for him in a week. And if things don't go smoothly, well, there are systems in place that will guide you on what to do.
That's all for now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
And thank you for taking care of my... Note to self, re-record instructions at earliest convenience. Try not to be so ominous next time.
See that times like this when there's voice acting, the subtitles are really delayed and like too slow. But when there's not voice acting, they blow by too fast. I don't have time to read them. That message wasn't for you, and it wasn't for one of Dr. Danger's goons either. But a babysitter? Really? Who in the world would be qualified to babysit him? Come on, just focus on the task at hand. One of those pictures on the wall was the same as the first room. It's a normal apartment. There's a kitchenette, a dining table, a small sitting area, and stairs. Probably a bedroom up there. Are you supposed to be here? Guess you are. What's that? What's that? You pick up what appears to be a generic scrapbook like those shoved to the back shelves of charity stores. Looking closely, you can still see remnants of price sticker glue. It feels normal. Too normal. The book's clearly hiding some deep, dark secret. But the inner contents are equally normal. All you find are photographs of a woman who looks a lot like Dr. Danger and a young boy with a crooked, toothy grin. The craftsmanship on display isn't anything remarkable, with poorly cut edges and tacky glitter glue smeared across the cheap cardstock. At least the pages seem to be in chronological order. In the earliest photos, the boy is bedridden. His skin is unnaturally pale and his gaze is unfocused, empty even. But as you flick through the pages, he grows stronger. He gets out of bed. His eyes shine with inspiration and intelligence. He smiles. The woman in these photos must have been taking good care of him. The later photos are self-explanatory. Each moment is carefully dated and annotated. Playing video games, reading bedtime stories, and what seems to be a movie night. You know the film they're watching. It's that one cartoon about an alien supervillain, one with a very big brain but very little common sense. Hold on, wasn't this film released 3 months after this photo was taken? Looks like Stop will have to add digital piracy to Dr. Danger's long list of crimes. I mean, piracy still doesn't explain that. How'd she get it early? She must have had a friend at DreamWorks. It's a crumpled, heavily worked over notebook filled with grandiose ramblings in the third person. Lots of exclamation points in capital letters and ego massaging in spidery handwriting. Hold on, I'm also speaking in the third person. But the more you flip back through the pages, the more the writing grows negative. Another neater set of handwriting appears, leaving words of encouragement. Even further back, the spidery handwriting disappears. The neater writer takes over, marking the wrinkled paper with crisp grids and clear lessons. Shaky, barely legible scribbles sit below, rounding out vague letter-like shapes. It almost looks like a therapeutic exercise or a homework assignment. Maybe it's both, but it's obvious that the notebook's author hasn't used it for a long, long time. Personally, you wouldn't be caught dead using the third person. You only use the second person. And even then, only for gathering your thoughts in high-stakes scenarios. Oh, that's second person, that's right, okay. Alright, let's take a quick break. I'll be right back. Hello. I've returned. Okay. What else is here? Oh, I already looked at this. Whoops. Yeah. Oh, here's a puzzle. There's a small kitchenette. It looks like it hasn't been used recently. Did Dr. Danger take care of all the cooking? A handwritten note sits on the counter. Looks like a recipe for pancakes. Fridge seems well stocked too. Let's see if Caution likes your take on Dr. Danger's recipe. Oh, are we just gonna like... Are the puzzles in this room gonna be... taking care of the kid? Always begin cooking with mise en place. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Drag items onto the board to arrange them. Look at the ingredients list to figure out how many of each item should be laid out on the counter. All items of the same type should be directly adjacent to each other. Items of different types should not touch directly but can touch diagonally. Drag unneeded items to the trash. Well, it said immediately. Here's a problem because it says I need 5 pieces of bacon and there's only 4 here that I can see. Oh no, okay, alright, there's 5. 7 strawberries. Oh, but they can't touch each other? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strawberries. Five cups of flour. Is that what this is? Three, 4, 5. 6 snappers. Is this a snapper? This fish. 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we need one more of those. And the strawberries in the way. Okay, 6 snappers. 7 sticks of butter. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 9 blueberries. 9 blueberries. Let's move the bacon over here. So I can move the strawberries over here. Because there's a lot of blueberries. Eight eggs. Why do you need any nuts? That feels like the wrong type of nut that it means. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Hmm. Um. Well, let's get the milk out. Uh. Um. That was just curiosity. I just wanted to see what would happen. I don't know how to do this. Let's get everything out that I need. Because if I put... They can be diagonal. If they're a different thing, they can only be diagonal from a different thing. Which means all of these spaces are out of commission. So I don't know how to squeeze in all the eggs and all the blueberries. Because now that's next to a strawberry. But I can't put the strawberry anywhere else, or it'll also be next to something. Is that better? Still doesn't really help. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get a hint on this. Because maybe the problem is just that I'm not understanding something. That could be. Because I don't understand what the first line on the instructions means. On the grid there are 77 squares. You need to place a total of 52 grocery items. Therefore you don't need to occupy every square with an item. Yeah, I know that. You can't, in fact. Start with the ingredients on the edges and make sure they take up as little space as possible, then work inwards. If you're short of a couple of blueberries, figure out where you can shrink down the rest of your ingredients. Alright, I don't know. What's this solution look like? Okay. So the way this person's done it is really by putting everything much closer to its starting point, except the butter, which spreads way out. Like that. Yeah, okay. Alright, alright. I see. I should have probably kept everything much more confined into a squeezy spot. That's no good. Is that fine? Is that allowed? I don't trust it. I don't know if it's allowed or not. So I won't do it. I will do that. I think that's... I haven't exactly copied what the other person did, but I do think I've ended up at pretty close. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I solved the puzzle. Suddenly the stove pops open. There's a photo inside it with text written on the back. I don't remember what the food was like at the orphanage. Probably bland. I wish I could forget what lab script tastes like, but meals were usually the least painful part of my day in the lab, so I've got a soft spot for the stuff. But that wasn't food. It was nutritious and edible and nothing more. It didn't fill you up. It wasn't warm. There wasn't any thought in it at all. Pancakes are food. They sizzle in the pan and curl at the edges, and they make little bubbles when they need flipping. You can undercook them or burn them, bury them in toppings or eat them with your hands. They're filling and tasty and oh so warm. I'm sure I could easily recreate her recipe. It's hardly rocket science, even with one arm. But I've never had someone cook for me before. I'd like to pretend I'm not capable for a little while longer. Is that him? Is that caution? The lock for the door is a scrapbook? Its pages are empty though. Okay, I understand. Okay. What's this? This appears to be a locked box, but it's without a lock. You give the lid a small tug and it opens. There's no dust inside, but a stale odor wafts out. Clearly this hasn't been opened in a long time. You find a lab coat with an ID pinned above its breast pocket. There's no photo, but the name Deirdre Destrange is clearly printed on the plastic card alongside a worn barcode. The code itself is high quality, but it's worn around the edges. Deirdre must have used it for a long time, taking good care of it all the while. You see framed photos, diplomas, certificates and awards, all of them belonging to this Deirdre Lestrange. In and of itself, a doctorate in cybernetic biology is impressive, but Destrange received this years ago. To be that experienced at a young age, and when the science was still so new, she must have been on the cutting edge of the field. At the bottom of the pile you find a dented, dusty medal. An award for continued service to the international security community. The medal's name has been violently scratched out, and yet you think you see the remnants of a familiar logo. Well, I guess I have to go upstairs. What's this? There are a few plushies sitting on the shelf. They're surprisingly soft. You investigate the cupboard below the plushies where... Whoa! What? What? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. The game froze up for a second. An avalanche of plushies spills out, burying you in a soft, fuzzy pile. This would be a comfy way to go out, but you should probably put everything back. Oh? I like these plushies. You need to clean up all these toys by sorting them into sets. A set is made up of 4 unique toys. You can reach toys by moving up, down, left, or right. You can't move diagonally. Oh, that's me in the middle. That's me in the middle. Plot your moves carefully. As the toys shift, they may get harder to reach. So... What? So, what is this? set is made of 4 unique toys. So this is a slide puzzle? I don't understand. How do I move? How do I move? Oh, I've selected 2 somehow. I couldn't do that when it was spiders. Oh, so I don't know how I've selected these 2. Oh, I'm selecting ones that... No, that's not right either. No. Why can I select those 2? Oh, a set is made of 4 unique toys. I thought I was selecting matching ones. I still don't really understand. You can reach toys by moving up, down, left, or right. You can't move diagonally. So I can't start there. Okay. Whoa, what was that? Oh. For some reason the EA app decided it had to be front and center. I don't know why. Okay, I think I get this now. This could be a problem, isn't it? Yeah, I can't get that one now. I think I'm gonna die. Set down the toys and pause to think. The task is a lot harder than you thought it would be. Maybe...
Hey, lab rat.
Having trouble organizing? I get it. I was horrible at putting my stuff away. A total mess every time. But whenever I got into a pickle, Dr. Danger always helped me out. Hey, remind me. Where is Dr. Danger right now? The sudden quietness in his voice makes you freeze. Right. Subject was transported to the automated disposal unit via trapdoor, whereupon the automated disposal department did what it does best. Contributing factors to death. Expected leniency where there was none to be found. Oh, okay. I became a plushie, it sounds like. Okay. Skip that one. Skip. The skip button was in a different place, and that scared me. Made me think I had to do it again. Hold on. Can I, find an assortment of patterns, books, and materials for sewing. There's a little stack of half-finished items, a skirt and a blouse in conservative colors. Right next to it, a whole pile of hand-stitched garments in garish yellows, greens, and reds. Seems like someone handed their sewing books down to a more imaginative type. You're well aware that sewing isn't just a simple hobby. Many of STOP's associated security forces take up the practice when their first cybernetics are implanted. After such a big operation, fine needlework quickly rehabilitates hand-eye coordination. But you doubt they'd make such a large collection of fuzzy mittens. Alright, let's try this again. The first time was a bit of a problem just because I didn't really understand how it worked. But now... I got my own thing to deal with. No, that's no good. Oh, was that bad? That was bad. Alright. I did bad. I did bad, everybody. Burp, 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 burp. Beep, boop, bam, bimp. Bop, no. Bop, bat, beep, bop. I did bad again. Okay. Blim, blam, bloom, blim. Blam, blam. Blam, blam, bliggity, blow. Blim, blam, blom, blim. No, that's fucked. That's bad. I'm dead. I'm dead already. Okay. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Oh, I think I've done it. Yeah, okay, there we go. I solved the puzzle. One of the plushies rips open, revealing a photo inside. The back of the photo is black with words. She told me to explore the place. She said it was important that I adjust to my new environment, but she's been holed up in the lab. I don't know why she's so stressed about my surgeries. She's the smartest person I know, and I grew up surrounded by brilliant scientists, so that's saying something. She says she's still concerned about making adjustments to my synthetic nerves, that she's worried she'll put me through even more pain. But every time she's worked on my new limbs, I haven't felt a thing. Last time I actually fell asleep. Oh. I've done that one. Oh, what's this? Ouch! Seems like you stepped on a rogue sewing pin. Oh, God. What's a large unfinished sewing project doing or spread out on the floor? Looks like a quilt. Must have been too big for the little sewing desk. For some reason you want to finish it. I don't know why. This quilt's unfinished and you need to make it complete. Each tile has 3 traits, color, shape, and fill. In order to finish the intended pattern, each adjacent tile must share exactly 2 out of 3 traits with the next tile. Below, construct the next motif you want to place by adjusting the color, shape, and fill with the arrows. So what do these mean? Oh, that's okay, it's one of the shapes. Each tile has 3 traits. Each adjacent tile must share 2 of the 3 traits with the next tile. I see. Exactly 2 of 3 traits with the next tile, which means that this one here has to be yellow and red with a different shape. Right? Hold on. What does that mean then? What do the lines mean then? Hold on. What do these funny lines mean? I thought they meant something. I thought the funny lines meant something. What do the funny lines mean? What do the funny lines mean? Is that just the stitching? Does it mean nothing? Color, shape, fill. Okay, so it needs to share 2 out of 3 traits. How can it? It's yellow, so that's 1. It shares that with both of these. But one other thing needs to be the same. Okay, no, I get it. So I need to make it stripy that. Right? I think that's right. I think that's right. And then this one needs to be blue stripy wiggle. This one's harder because it has to match 3 things. So that has to be a wiggle that's fully filled and it's red. Why did I change the wrong thing? That has to be that. That can only be that. This one has to be red. No. Yes? Yes. Has to be red. And it needs to be a caution sign that's empty. Or it could be a filled wiggle, but it's a caution sign that's empty for me. For my needs, it's a caution sign that's empty. This one has to be a wiggle, or it can be a wiggle. Should it be a wiggle? It should probably be a wiggle. And it has to be filled red. Okay, good. Now this one can be a blue? No. It can be a fire. A red fire, maybe? A red fire. That's... No. It can't be. It has to be a red wiggle that's empty. No, that can't be that either. Red and wiggle matches, but it only matches what? No, wait. No, that's fine. No, is it? No. No. No, it's not. Let's come back to that one. What's down here? A yellow striped caution sign should work. And then here, not a yellow striped fire or a yellow striped caution sign. It's going to be a yellow filled fire. No, that's no good. To share 2 of 3 traits. Oh boy. How about up here? Striped yellow wiggle. I think it's okay. Whoops. Striped yellow wiggle, I think, is okay. That's okay, right? What about here? It's to be... I think that's good. What? My brain is breaking on this one. Like... Okay, let's work backwards. Alright. That's the exact of that. So that's no good. Because it matches on too many things. It matches this on two things. So if I just change the shape, is that okay? Yeah, it matches the color and pattern. Okay, yeah, that's fine. This one, I can match the shape. Alright, let's put that there for now. So that's exactly the same, so I need to change one thing. Oh, change the fill. That should be good. I think that's how it works. That's what I need to apply to this. So if I just match it, there we go. That's the same as that right now. I need it to share two things with this though, and one less thing with that. Only one less thing. If I just make it blue, that's not enough. Oh, what if I make it the same like that? Is that good? No, that's not good, is it? Because now it doesn't match this one enough. So I need to change this one. Can I make it a yellow fire? Is that good enough? No. Shape and color, shape and fill. Ah, yeah, okay. Then I think if I make that an empty yellow fire, I think that's okay. I think that works. That's sort of weird sound in this ear. Sound like someone moving by, shuffling past. I think that's okay. And then if I just make that a filled yellow fire, I think that's okay too. And then I can make that a filled blue fire, and that should also be okay. And then that can be a filled yellow fire, I think. And then this one can be a... This is actually where it's going to be the hardest. This free area here where there's no rules. That's going to be really tough. Okay, that's got too many things, and not enough things with this one. If I make it stripedy, it's got two things in common with this one, but only one in common with this one. Make it blue. Now it's only got one thing in common with this one, but it's got two in common with this one. So maybe I need to change this one. Maybe one of the things this has to have in common with that is the fill, which means I have to make it a flame, right? What am I doing? It's got two things in common with that and that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Is that okay? I think it's okay. All right, this one. A yellow flame. I mean, that would do it. Technically. I think. This whole area down here, I feel like is what's gonna screw me over. Yeah, that's not right, is it? I've messed up there. I make that one, and then I make this that one. I think that's better. And then make that a flame. And then the next one can be a filled yellow flame. Is that okay? I don't think that's okay, is it? No, I think that's okay, actually. It just has to have one thing different, right? Yeah, that's okay. Ah, but it's not okay because now it won't fit here. So let's make this. We need to introduce some blue or some swirls or something. Um. Can't believe there's no green on this. I'm just wanting to introduce more colors and give myself more problems. Let's see. So, let's say it was a blue empty fire. The shape of the flame changes only for the filled one. It's very distracting. If it were a blue empty fire, it would match that, but it only matches this in one thing. So I want that to probably be a blue filled fire, which means I need to introduce blue down here, which means I need this to be a blue empty caution sign, I think. No, that doesn't work, does it? That doesn't work. Reverse engineering my own mess now. That it's empty and it's a caution sign, which is how it matches here. But up here, it doesn't match because it's not empty. But if it wasn't empty, it wouldn't match anyplace else. Wait, I can introduce another trait here, can't I? What if that was yellow? And a flame. That's still kind of no good, I don't think. What if that was yellow and filled? No. Bleh! um. Hmm. Okay. Uh. Eh. What's up, Doc? It doesn't make any sense. Oops. Um. I don't know. I feel like I have stumbled somewhat. There are a few patches around the rim that don't touch the center set of patches. Practice with them. Yeah, blah blah blah. The hardest and easiest part of this puzzle is the center hexagon. If you've done everything correctly, you can find a pattern to set with reasonable effort. If you haven't done it correctly, figure out what square you need to change to chain react the pieces around the center into a workable solution. I didn't think the center was that difficult. It's the bottom part where there were no rules that I'm struggling with. I don't think this is right. I think this right here is my problem. Ah, I'm gonna look at a solution. Wait, let me see. Because I think the way this puzzle is set out means that there is only one possible solution. No, there's a couple of things you could do different, I think. This actually isn't that different to what I've done, what this guy's got. I wonder... Yeah, it looks like a lot of this I've got right already. I don't think there's only one solution, but I might be wrong about that. I don't think I need to change all of this. I think it really is just this lower corner down here that I'm... Let me see. Right, this is okay, I think. Yeah, I think that's okay. This is where I'm not sure. Right here. Yeah, that's two things. 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 But this isn't. This is not two things. So this is where the problem is. For me. Oh, is that okay? If I just change the fill, would that fix everything? No, because now this doesn't match up. No, this is a problem. I could change that to match. If I make that that's still okay down here, I think, but it's not okay here anymore. So this needs to change. But in what manner it would change? Maybe if I make it a red caution sign? No, that's no good. So that's okay for this. That's not okay for this, or... No, it is okay for this. It's not okay for this. What if I change that one to a striped red caution sign? No, that's no good either. Oh, shoot. Well, it's about break time and I need to pee. I'm gonna go think about it on the toilet. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had a little piss. I had a couple more Haribo. And I came to the conclusion that I have no idea what to do. If it's yellow... That's no good for this. So I gotta change this to be... something else. A red... stripedy fire? But then that's no good for this one. A yellow stripedy fire. And that's no good for this one now. A yellow buildy fire. That's no good for this one. Now this one's a fire. A yellow... No, it can't be a yellow stripedy fire. A red... No. I don't know. I'm just gonna copy the solution on here. Right, let's see. What's different? What did this person do different? They made this a red stripedy that. And so's this. And so's that. That's already... I got that one right, at least. And then they made that a red stripedy fire. They use any other crosses? I haven't used a single cross. Have they used a single cross? They haven't. There's no reason to use the cross, I guess. Hold on. Can I... Yeah, can you... Go ahead and twist that? Thanks. So that's a blue stripedy fire on here. And then that's a blue stripedy this fella. And then that's a filled stripedy this fella. And then that is a filled stripedy fire. And that's an empty this fella. But other than that... No, wait. That's filled. Other than that, I think I got everything the same as this guy did. Yeah. Yeah, the rest of my solution looks the same. Except for this one, but I don't think that matters. I think my one still works just fine. Right? That's still okay. Filled in yellow. Yeah, I think that's still fine. Let's see. I solved the puzzle. Almost completely without help. You notice that you can now lift up the quilt. There's a photo underneath it. Something is written on the back. There was all this heat and smoke and energy. There were alarms blaring and people shouting. That's what she told me, but I barely remember any of it. Here's what I did remember. When we stopped running, she seemed more tired than I was. She did carry me the entire time, but she didn't seem any weaker than before. Her hold on my body didn't loosen. She was just looking at what was left of my shoulder. I was hurting like you wouldn't believe, but I don't think I cared, because that day I got to see the sky again. Okay. I think I maybe have everything I need to solve... Oh, what's this? It's a loose page with handwriting on it. Judging by the number in the corner and the fading ink, it must be a small part of a much larger document. It's nice to have job security right out of school. I had my doubts during junior year, of course, but I don't think anyone could have predicted how the sector's grown these past few months. The developments in cybernetic technology have been explosive, sometimes literally. It's troubling, but all great technology has the potential for misuse. And now I'm going to be part of an organization that works to keep that tech under control. Though I'll be honest, the name's pretty silly. Oh well, they could always change the acronym later. Okay. The lock for the door is a scrapbook. Its pages are empty though. So do I have to... Wait, I'm missing one. Oh, right, okay. There you go. Get that back. Yeah, I know about this. Okay. Right, so I'm assuming this is everything. Whoa. Oh. So I think this is the last one. I think I'm supposed to put these in order of when they happened, so I would guess it's that one. Told me to explore the place. I think it's that one, then this one, then this one, and then this one. Place the scrapbook down to get a fresh look at what you've got so far. But when you step back, you feel like something's out of place. And if you can tell, then he can tell. Better.
Hey, lab rat.
It's okay to suck at arts and crafts, lab rat. Not everyone's born to make masterpieces. But that scrapbook meant a lot to me. If you were going to screw up that badly, you could have at least used the non-permanent glue. A bead of sweat trickles down your back. Was that an option? Wait, I left that out, didn't I? My bad. If memory serves me, this button should... Whoopsie doopsie, looks like I pressed the wrong... Subject succeeded in proving the fatality of ray gun prototype Delta 9. Contributing factors to death, they messed up my scrapbook, so now we're even. Alright. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like this one. Alright. I feel like there really isn't anything. It's just, you just have to guess. Alright, let me read the text again, but I feel like I don't remember what the food was like at the orphanage. Probably bland. I wish I could forget what lab script tastes like, but meals were usually the least painful part of the day in the lab, so I got a soft spot for the stuff. But that wasn't food. It was nutritious and edible and nothing more. Didn't fill you up. It wasn't warm. There wasn't any thought in it at all. Pancakes are food. Blah, 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 blah. We're talking about pancakes. Nothing about... I'm sure I could easily recreate her recipe. Never had someone cook for me before. I'd like to pretend I'm not capable for a little while longer. I feel like there's nothing there to tell me whether that happened before or after the like surgery one. I don't know how you would know unless you just knew. I got them all? Yeah. She told me to explore the place. It's important that I adjust to my new environment. See, to me, that sounds like this is right when he got there. But apparently that comes after the food one, I guess. Unless I'm like completely wrong about something else. Right. Yeah, so it just wasn't very well written is the problem. There was nothing to indicate to me. The one where he's having the surgery starts with she's told him to explore the place, which to me says that's right when he got there. Which means that the food one, where he's saying he's going to pretend that he can't care for himself for a bit longer, should come later. That's the logical progression of things from reading what they wrote. But it's the other way around. there's no indication. So, whatever. Huh. The screen behind you didn't turn on. Guess caution really was serious about the whole silent treatment thing. The way should be clear now. You could look around a while longer, but chances are high you won't like whatever else you find. Better keep moving. Oh. Looks like there are no screens in this corridor. You don't think you'll see any of Dr. Danger either. There really isn't much else to say about this hall. If that's the case, then this is probably close to the exit. Can't say you miss his nasally jabbering, and yet you'd take it over that strange baleful unease that hums at the back of your mind. Like the silent air conditioner in your boss's office. It's not about your job. You did what you were supposed to. No, rather, you're bothered about the evidence itself. But why? All you remember are torture instruments and strange hobbies. Nothing out of the ordinary for a villain. Maybe you'll chew on it another day. For now, though, your priority is getting out of here. There's the exit right up ahead. It's in the middle of a big garage-like space, one filled with boxes of all shapes and sizes. Maybe it's for storing tools or materials. You don't really want to find out. Like the hallway before it, this room's completely unremarkable. And besides, you've had enough of exploring. All that said, you weren't expecting your escape to be so straightforward. The exit's wide open. If you walk through right now, you'll... Crap. You jinxed yourself. Hello? Who's there?
So, you finally made it. Did you like my games, lab rat?
A gun? Why does he have a gun? Someone his age shouldn't... No, it's a fake, isn't it? Someone his age? He looks like he's like 22. And he sounds like it as well. No, it's a fake, isn't it? Of course, it's just a practical joke of his. I'm glad you're having fun and all, but I should really get going. See, adults have these things called jobs. Oh. It just hit your knee. Ah? Ah! Ah! Shit. Shit, shit, shit. You can't believe you made such a rookie mistake. And you can't... You can't stand anymore. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna get out of here now?
Shut up!
Patronize me at your own risk. Is what I should have said before firing, but I'm still new to this. Kinda like you and your job, lab rat. It's why you don't scare me. You're just a low-level nobody living a hand-to-mouth life. That's why you did this mission, right? Because you wanted a sweet fat paycheck? You want to say something, but you're shaking and sweating everywhere. All you can do is open your eyes. I'm sorry, I don't mean to look up your skirt. Just can't help it. Struggling just to open your mouth? That'd earn you plenty of pity points if you weren't so gross about it. You've never experienced this much pain before, have you? In fact, it seems like you haven't experienced much of anything. If I let you go, would your bosses even care? After all, you're not much of an investigator. So how about I save you all the exit interviews and put things to an end here? No, you can still get up. If you crawl all the way back, they'll definitely forgive you.
I'll admit, I'm curious. When you're gone, will stop eulogize you? Or will they just write you off as another wasted asset? I'm undecided. But I wouldn't be much of a scientist if I didn't test my hypotheses.
Okay. Well, that's the end, I guess. I guess you die anyway. You know, visually I loved this. I think as far as like the puzzles go, I think they were good. If you know, like those kind of puzzles. I don't really. Some of them were fun. I liked the board one where I was connecting the... Well, like, once I figured out where the notes were, because that was not very well communicated. But once I figured out where the notes were, I enjoyed that one. I think that was my favorite puzzle in this. But I would say they kept telling me that Caution was a kid, but nothing about him read as child to me. Even when he, at the very end, when we finally saw him in person and he was standing in that doorway, and he was like almost as tall as it, and his voice, like he could have had you know, he sounded like an adult, he looked like an adult. I think they could have done a better job. I mean, all they would have had to have done is make him shorter, and he would have looked like a kid well enough. But he would need a different voice actor to read as a kid orally, you know. Is that the right word? The sound? It felt shorter than I thought. I did it in about 3 hours and 20 minutes, and that's not counting like breaks as well. And okay, I did look up a couple of the puzzles when they frustrated me too much, but you know, it's a free game, so I think for a free game that was a good length. That was decent. I definitely, if you like those kind of puzzles and you weren't paying too much attention to me solving them, then I would definitely recommend downloading this and trying it for yourself. I believe that there's like, this is a free one. I think there's another free one as well. And I think there's also like a pay for one coming. I'm gonna double check that. I did look into it months ago when I first downloaded it. But let me see. Where am I looking here? Because I thought the story was intriguing, but it sort of leaves you hanging. But you know, there's more to the... Yeah, there's another one called Proto-Violence, which I think is the same. Oh, and Inter-Violence is the one that's coming. So this was malViolence. There's also Proto-Violence, which is also free. The title suggests it's a prequel to me, but I don't know if that's true. Yeah, it is. Okay. And then Inter-Violence is the one that's on its way, isn't out yet. I might check out the other one. I don't know if they all play the same as this. Inter-Violence is listed as an RPG. Oh, yeah. You know? That one looks more interesting. So I think this is maybe just sort of the lead-in to what they're wanting to make a bigger series out of. It's funny, a lot of there was like some mature content descriptors here. Depictions of violent death and blood. I can't say I saw those. I was expecting, like, I was sort of going into it, I was like, alright, so there's going to be some gore probably. I'll have to prepare myself for that. But there were descriptions of violent death and blood, but I wouldn't say there were depictions of it. Depictions of child abuse / child death. I suppose, yeah, the photos that I found. But yeah, I did, you know, I did like the character. I wanted to know more about him, and maybe that's what the other games are for. But yeah, maybe a different choice of voice actor, I think. Not that the voice acting was bad, I just thought it was a bit of a miscast, is all. I think maybe a voice that was more... A voice that read more as a child, I think. But that's so common in American voice acting, I think, to have a child played by an adult and just... Like, I think about how many things, how many anime we've watched for the podcast where it's like, you watch the Japanese version and they have a woman playing the male lead, and then you watch the English version and they've got a man doing it, even though it's like a 7-year-old boy or something, and it's like, yeah, he sounds a bit mature for his age. I think that might just be an American thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go make burgers, I think. Thanks for joining me. I will be back... No, I won't be back tomorrow. I'll be back on Thursday, probably. I don't know what with. We'll see. But, I love... By the way, I love these menus. Look at this. Go to the... I was on the options menu earlier. Look at that. Look at that 2000s aesthetic. I love that. Extras. What's in here? Oh, the achievements? What ones didn't I get? There's a couple deaths I didn't get, I think. I didn't do hard. I don't need to do hard mode. I probably should have done easy mode, to be honest. I probably should have been doing the easy puzzles. I don't know how different they are. Oh, actually, yeah, there's a good point. If you like these kind of puzzle games, oh look, they made this within a month. That's cool. That's really cool, actually, for doing it in a month. The animation was great. It's funny that the who did that? Mado also wrote it. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. Ren'Py. I've heard about Ren'Py. Because I've got an idea for a visual novel, but I don't know if Ren'Py would be able to handle it. Because there's too many... Well, I don't know. If it handled this, maybe it could. Because the thing I want to make isn't just a visual novel. It's a lot. There's a lot. But this had a lot, too. This had a whole bunch of different puzzle things. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to go make burgers, and I'm making them from scratch, so it's going to take a while. Good night, everybody. Yeah, I'll be back on Thursday doing something else. I don't know what. Haven't decided. Have a great evening. And I'll see you next time.